Yes, my people, as e dey hot, e don happen o. Hey, make una see the way Arise TV and Rufai take educate Tinubu after Tinubu call Peter Obi Mr. Stingy. Man, not talk too much. Make una hear wetin Rufai for Arise TV get to talk. And please, all my obedient family, please share this video. Make the world see the way APC take dey do their campaign. Because their campaign now is not all about issue based. Now it's not all about insult. And I thank Arise TV and Rufai, may God go bless. May get to correct this impression and they can educate APC and Tinubu. Please share this video. I'm gonna watch them.
It is true that the heartless governor will owe back money when hungry school children, roads and clinics went into disrepair. Neither the city dweller nor farmer prospers during such a time. In the end, he received to save the people because he preferred to save the money. And he claimed to be a party labor. Is that labor? Is that labor? You will have to be laboring under a terrible delusion if you think he will do a better job for this nation than he did for Anambra State. Buyers, beware. A salesman selling a fake merchandise. Beware of people like Obi, my people. You cannot entrust your future or that of our nation to Mr. Sell Everything, Atiku, or the stingy Mr. Obi.
So for me, the sad reality is that we've lost it as a country. I love campaign season because politics and campaign season is the extravaganza for ideas. But what do we see here? A lot of abuses. And please, I think it is just our candidates, and especially this candidate that we're talking about, that chooses to be this way. See, you can actually attack your opponents in campaigns, but you attack them with facts on the things they have done. Look at the Austins in the UK. They were attacking each other based on facts. You did this, you did that. I have no problems when you say, Peter Obi, I want to attack you. In Anambra, what was XYZ percentage point of unemployment? That's a fact. But when you start to launch all sorts of attack based on the person of people, calling them heartless, is it because of politics? And you see, we think it's a joke, but we are setting this country on fire. And these are the people that want to run Nigeria. They're already starting the Third World War. All of them, they don't even get to talk about the 77 trillion debts. They don't talk about how they're going to balance the budget. They don't talk about exciting ideas. I would have thought that on the campaign train, they will talk about how to solve insecurity problem with these Edo attacks that happen.
That's a very valid point.
But they don't talk about that. It's constantly abuse and how to discredit people. But we can't continue that way as a country. And this is sad commentary, Oji.
Maybe we shouldn't dwell on this. We've made a point here again and again that the Electoral Act is very clear about the need to be civil, about the need to avoid toxicity, harsh language, hate speech, and all of that. But the reason is that nobody is enforcing that section of the Electoral Act, or nobody is making enough effort to sanction these political parties, because there are penalties under the law that you don't go out of your way, just to lower the other person in the estimation of others. However, some people will say during political season, it's standard practice for politicians to demarcate each other. But if it now becomes standard fare, and then, of course, that will be setting the wrong type of example, particularly for spokespersons and surrogates who see the body language or the verbal missiles that their principals, eject like bullets, that they themselves would take it to another level. But it's not helpful. What is more helpful is the constructive message that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu talked about, at that rally. He talked, for example, about agriculture. He said he's going to invest a lot in agriculture. And what you see, what he does in particular, he tries to tailor his message to the particular audience that he's talking to. He knows that Ondo State has a lot of, agricultural products. And he was talking to the farmer that, you know, he will make the farmer king again. He talked about reintroducing the commodity exchange boards, right? Okay, you may argue about, you know, the value of those commodity exchange boards. After all, not too long ago, in Abuja, there was a commodity exchange of what value has that been. And then he talked about strategic investment in infrastructure. And he told the people of Ondo State about bitumen, you know, and in Ondo State, they have enormous bitumen deposits. And of course, he got publicly endorsed, as you would have expected, by the governor of Ondo State. So, I mean, those are the kind of issues that we need to talk about, to ask him, you know, what are your practical ideas about this commodity exchange board? What exactly do you want to do in terms of investment and infrastructure? Peter Obi, the same weekend, was in Osogbo speaking for himself. So it's for the Nigerian people to make their choice. Yes. If he says Atiku is Mr. Privatize, okay. Is it possible for anybody to sell everything on top of our heads in this space? You know, wow, it's not possible. You know, and okay, Mr. Stingy. In fact, Peter Obi's supporters say, in fact, they see that as a commendation, because what he was invariably saying, you know, is that, look, Peter Obi is a very prudent person. That's how his own spokespersons turned it around. But can we stay on message and focus on the issues, particularly now that President Muhammadu Buhari is going to join the APC campaign in testis, right? You can't have the president there. You are using the presence and the platform of the president to be abusing other people. That would look a bit untidy.